Hello everybody and welcome back to Football Manager 2022 on the channel. 23, Football Manager 2023, and we are with the Guiseley Youth Academy save. And as we dive into the league table, we are 16th. Pretty much just lower mid-table. It's all good, it's all exciting. And yeah, 14 points clear of relegation, 10 points off the playoff places. So, you know, we're better than relegation, I would argue, at the moment. The season has been going pretty well. I've had a good Christmas break. I hope you guys did as well. We come back rejuvenated, refreshed and ready to go. We've just put an end to a bit of terrible form, really. We didn't win in 5, but we have just got a 2-0 win over Altrincham, which is lovely. And yeah, very good. Danny Adams coming up with 2 goals in this one. Matt O'Keefe is still our top goal scorer at the moment in the league. It's all going pretty well, to be honest. It's all going pretty damn well. We lost the quarter-final of the FA Trophy to Southend 2-1, which was a shame. They got a 2-0 lead. We bought one back through Brooklyn Christie, but couldn't do much more than that, which is a shame because we previously drew 4-4 with them away and then lost 2-1 at home in the FA Trophy. But not to matter. We're getting towards the end of the season. We should be safe from relegation, which hopefully means next season we can push on and try and get in closer towards the playoff spots. I don't think we're ready to win this league at all in the Vanarama National League, but it's going pretty well. Can't complain. We're in a position where you would expect us to be, maybe slightly better than where we're expected to be. In fact, if we look at the season preview, we were bottom 350-1, so we're much better than what we were expected to be, actually, and it's going well. But the reason we're back today is not only because it's the first video after Christmas, but it is Youth Intake Day. And yes, we have an annual youth intake regarding our assessment. It's a very gifted season, a golden generation apparently, again, for the club. Ryan Amarell, who is this pressing forward striker, is the best player. He yeah, be interesting to see how we go. We have 2 good talents. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think, top talents, and then 4 elite talents. So let's get into it straight away and have a look. Mostly English. We've got 1 Australian, a couple of Irish lads in there, 2 Australians. Zach Mountford, attacking field left. Right, okay, we've got a lot of wingers again. So first up, Screeve and Goma, which is an interesting name, is an attacking midfield left who is probably never going to make it at the club, but he'll probably get a non-contract and see how he gets on in the youth team. But yeah, not too sure about him. The first one there, we can sort of just find Brooke Van, midfield centre. Has a bit of physicals about him, which is okay. 6'1" as well, pretty tall. Good teamwork, determination. He's aggressive. Yeah, okay. Could be okay. Has to do a lot of improving in his first touch, which is 5. I would say he's got to do a lot of improving in his finishing, which is 2. But yeah, I mean, if you play him more as a centre-back, which they're suggesting here, could do an okay job. 6'1", good in the air. Well, good at jumping, heading 6. He could be okay, 15 years old. We'll keep an eye on Brooke Van, see how he gets on. Next up, Erie Diniz. I'm going to assume that's a capital I. 1 star, potential 3.5 star. Midfield right. A little bit of pace. Looks a pass them rather than attempting to score, which is interesting. Good free kick taker, technique, teamwork. Is let down by pretty much everything else. Good flair means he'll be unpredictable, is what I imagine one of these things will say up here. But yeah, okay. He's a right winger and a right midfielder who's left-footed. So not too sure how that would work, really. I think these ones we can just sort of skip through because we're not expecting much of these people that are good talents, or the lower end of the top talents, let's say. Next up then, Declan Carr. Declan Carr, left midfielder from Australia. Declan Carr has, again, a little bit of pace about him. Natural fitness, aggression, leadership, work rate, technique, passing. Crossing is 10. I mean, he could be... He's the sort of person that could fit in a team pretty well with a good run of games, but we don't really play a left winger. Maybe an attacking midfield left. He is a bit... he's got problems. It's not even susceptible. He's got problems with injuries. So that's one we'll definitely have to take a look on. He's got a lot of room to improve. Australian, 16 years old. A casual personality. Not too keen on that. Determination 3, I'm not very happy with. Work rate 6. I don't think he's going to train very well. But he's another one to keep an eye on. Declan Carr, see how he goes. Alan Maloney at right back from Ireland, the Irishman. Natural finish is good, jumping reach is good, balance is good. 5'11", pace 5, acceleration 6, dribbling 4, crossing 7, tackling 11. You could convert him into a slightly shorter centre-back. Does not dive into tackles, which is interesting to see, because normally we're getting a lot of people that do dive into tackles. So, yeah, let me know what your thoughts are with him. Do we try and create him into a centre-back for the youth team and then see how he progresses? Anticipation 10, decisions 15, concentration 7's a bit low. The pace is really poor. Positioning 7 isn't ideal either, but he can tackle. So, yeah, interesting. Alan Maloney is there, so that's an interesting one to keep an eye on. Carlos Hurtley, right back from England, 1 star, 3.5 star potential ability, no pace, good fitness. Decisions are good, determination is very good, teamwork 3 isn't ideal, positioning 8, marking 7, passing 8, tackling 7. Not amazing. He's not amazing. Driven personality is decent though. 5'9" means he won't be a centre back, so it's either right back or nothing for him, I think. But yeah, again, one to have a look at and see how it improves. I'm not for a golden generation. This isn't amazing so far. Ender Lynch, right midfielder, looks like he can play attacking midfielder as well. Ender Lynch, so agility's okay. Balance is good, flair, passing, technique, teamwork, work rate, dribbling and crossing are both pretty poor. Right-footed, right winger. Wants to be an advanced playmaker on the right. That is not going to happen, so you'd probably be sitting in behind. Where you've got everything's okay other than basically anticipation and composure. I think dribbling and first touch will naturally get better. Off the ball could improve. Vision isn't amazing. Yeah, not sold. I'm not sold on him. Low self-belief for the 15-year-old there, and I keep pressing back twice, which is annoying. Philip Balogun, centre-back, 1.5 star, potentially 4 star, from Ireland, only a centre-back. 6'2", jumping reach is good, balance is good, fitness is good, teamwork is good, positioning's okay, bravery's good, aggression's good, heading is pretty poor, marking's okay, and tackling. Okay, this is someone that could. Dives into tackles, obviously. This is someone that could progress. Determination 2, hopefully some mentoring can sort that out. He is fairly susceptible to injuries as well, coming through our youth academy. But yeah, this is someone that we could keep an eye on. If he progresses well in the youth team and puts in some good performances, could eventually get called up, because he has the sort of starting basis for a decent centre-back, I think. Concentration's a bit low as well, but I feel like if we can train that determination up in a mentoring group or something, yeah, he could be an option there for the young Irishman, Philip Balogun. Fraser Kilburn, a half-star current ability. Doesn't fill me with confidence. He's got a bit of pace, pace, a bit of acceleration, finishing 2, and he wants to be a striker. That doesn't fill me with glory. Off the ball 5, passing 3. He's not going to make it, is he? Concentration 1, composure 5, and finishing 2. And off the ball 5. He's not really going to move. I don't think he's ever really going to make it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you'll tell me different. I think this is one straight away we can probably bin off. I don't know. I don't see him progressing into anything worth it for Fraser Kilburn. Ricardo Gumaid, which is a good name, 1 star already. Attacking field right. Okay, physicals immediately jump out at me and say they're pretty good. Fitness, jumping reach, balance, acceleration all look good. Determination, first touch, teamwork looks good. So this is a guy that's going to work hard and is determined to do the best he can in his career and on the pitch, so that's good. Crossing and dribbling we can improve on. He's right-footed right winger. Again, he's one that's like, he's tall as well for a winger, which is good up against smaller fullbacks. But he's one that's like, let's see how he progresses in the youth team, get him some youth appearances, and then go from there. And if he looks like he's progressing a fair amount, we can chuck him in the team, which I think is a good way to approach this. I mean, our starting 11 is getting better every year with our youngsters that are improving. So it's not as easy as just slipping people in. Andreas Christou, a left-back, but 5'11", the assistant thinks his preferred position is centre-back. Again, there's not enough jumping out of me there to think this guy's awesome, especially now that we're in the Vanarama National. Again, another player susceptible to injuries, but Fitness is good, stamina's good, acceleration's good. That will help him out at fullback, but I think everything else is lacking a bit too much to progress. Determination's really low again, and teamwork as well. Yeah, not sure. Not sure about Andreas Christou, who I'm going to assume is also second nationality Greek. Goalkeeper Alex Norbury, 1-star current ability. Doesn't look terrible. 6'1", good decisions, good handling, good aerial reach, good rushing out at his age or tendency to rush out. Leadership, teamwork's okay, decisions, handling, yeah. Not bad. He's not bad. Is he going to be enough to challenge the goalkeepers we currently have at the club? I'm not sure. But again, he will probably get some games in the youth team and we'll see how he develops. Left-footed or both-footed goalkeeper, which does help. Right, now, we've rushed through them. On to the elite talents. We're going to end with Ryan because he was the one that was picked out by Dave Curry. Neil Kelly, attacking midfield left, 1-star, 5-star potential, good pace. Again, we're so stacked in left midfield. This is a little bit annoying, but flair is good, technique's good. He's a little bit aggressive for a winger. Acceleration, agility, and pace all really good. Winds up opponents as well, which is something we don't have in our team at the moment. The Northern Irishman does look like he might have something to offer as well. What does it say? Cons. Heading. Yeah, that's fine. He's a winger. He's 5'7". Low determination. So again, hopefully we can mentor that to improve a little bit. Lacks game intelligence. Okay, so he's probably not going to progress at the higher levels too much. And yeah, operating at the level below where we are. Versatile. He's got good space and strongest attribute is agility. Yeah, good pace and a lot of ability in the future. Someone to keep an eye on for sure. Reasonable right foot, strong left foot. Yeah, let's see how Neil Kelly progresses. Right, the Australian, who is his sort of rivalry from the youth academy, I'd say, Zach Mountford, who is quick and can play up front. Okay, can't finishing 5, composure 6, but acceleration 14, pace 13, fitness 13, off the ball 11, determination 11, flair 12, technique 12. He should probably be a striker. Knocks ball past opponent because he's quick, 5'10". What's he got? A competitive streak, fairly susceptible to injuries. He's needs to be more consistent, lower than level currently, lacks intelligence, and not good at taking long shots. So he has a second nationality of English, we know that. Versatile, he's quick, pace, sporting, and lots of room for improvement. Okay, so I think he looks pretty good for a 16-year-old, mainly because of his pace. I think we can work on a lot of the other stuff here. I mean, finishing and composure definitely needs to improve. It calls him a pressing forward. Not sure he's actually really got the teamwork for that, but I'd probably go something more of a poacher. Try and train him as a poacher. Use that acceleration that he's got. Try and get that finishing and composure up and maybe anticipation. Yeah. Interesting. Zach Mountford is an option there. Right. Hanif Bertrand, 1-star, 4.5-star potential. Hanif Bertrand, central midfield. I always look and feel disappointed when we see these sorts of players come through. He's very fit and he's got flair and technique. I'm like, what can you do with that? There isn't much we can do with that. He can't tackle. He's okay at passing. He's got a decent-ish first touch, but his dribbling, his composure is really poor. His anticipation's poor. His agility's poor. So he's not going to be able to move around with the ball easily and spray the passes that we want him to. I'm just not convinced. I'm not convinced. And given that he's meant to be one of the second best academy products, I'm not sure. Yeah, it needs consistency, operating below. He's got a competitive streak. Can't mark, can't head. But he is versatile. He's adept at either foot, which is good. Ability to do the unexpected is one of the main reasons behind his ability to go past his man. Yeah, okay, that would be his good flair. Strength and stamina are good. Could improve a lot. Realistic outlook on things. I think maybe I'm being harsh. I don't think he's very good and he's going to amount to very much. But who knows? Let's see how he progresses in the youth team. And then what it all comes down to then, Ryan Amarelli. We'll go Ryan Amarelli. That sounds a little bit more flamboyant, doesn't it? Striker or central midfielder is what this one says. So Ryan Amarelli. And he's that good because of his physicals. Look at that. Stamina, pace, natural fitness 13, balance 14, agility, acceleration 11. He's going to work rate 11. He's going to work hard. He probably is more of a central midfielder if you don't ask him to pass. Maybe like a box-to-box just to use these physicals to get up and down. Or you play him up front and try and get him to just run consistently. 5'7", so pretty short. I think, again, you're going to be asking him to maybe be an advanced forward or a poacher or something like that and try and get this finishing up. He needs to be more determined. We need to get that mentored in. But again, I'm sort of feeling like for him to be the best of a golden generation, that's pretty crap compared to like Matt O'Keefe and people like that we've got coming through from our previous youth intakes. I'm not convinced. Can't mark. Needs to be more consistent. Playing at a level below. Level of determination is low. Low determination can hinder him. Homegrown at the club, obviously. Versatile. He can maintain a balance under pressure, which is really good from the high balance. Good pace and lots of room to improve. I mean, it's a bit meh, isn't it? It's a bit... For say that's a golden generation really does seem to suggest that our team is crap at the moment. But, yeah... Not amazing. Led by the very gifted Ryan Amaral. And it's because he's come through with physicals that you can teach everything else a lot better through mentoring for mentors and technical through training. But is he going to really progress when his teamwork's 7, determination 2? He's got decent work rate. He'll put effort in. Not convinced. Yeah, I'm not overly convinced. Let me know your thoughts down below about that intake. I do think it's pretty crap, to be honest. I'm really not sold. I mean, potentially Lynch, Maloney, Balogun, judging by the star ratings, and Ryan Amaral could come into the first team. But I think if you look at... So Ryan Amaral, or Amarelli, is he part Italian? Absolutely not. He's literally homegrown. He's born in Guiseley, so it wouldn't be Amarelli. Ryan Amaral, if you look at that, compared to what we have at the moment as our striking options, right? So we've got Cameron Thorpe, who is quicker, better first touch, better leadership, better finisher, not as good finishing composure, but he's a year older. This Cameron Thorpe's a year older than Amaral. And I think Cameron Thorpe looks a lot better. Well, maybe they're quite similar. Matt O'Keefe, who's been playing on the left. Again, he's 2 years older than Amaral. And he looks a lot better. Like a lot better. He has a lot more blue on here. And I just sort of feel like this is what I expect our youngsters to come through in the starting situation like now. You know, physicals being pretty good, and then mentals mainly low but a spattering of blue, and then technicals mainly low but a spattering of blue again. That's sort of what I'm expecting to get through our youth intake. I mean, Shane Tarmey's now 22, so he's one of the oldest in the team. But Danny Adams, 19 years old. Look at that. Blue, a splattering of blue, a spattering of blue. That's what I'm sort of expecting from our elite talents when we get them through. Brooklyn Christine, 18. Natural fitness. Okay, physicals are a bit low, but spattering of blue, spattering of blue. That's sort of what I'm expecting there. I mean, Cameron Thorpe has gone pretty much straight into first. We've got Lyndon Clough as well. Like, balance and stamina's good, and then a spattering of blue. Technicals need to improve, but... I don't know, maybe I'm being a bit harsh. Maybe I'm being a little bit harsh on that intake. But, I mean, Stephen Harris is one that came through last season. Good blues there. A spattering of blue and crossings of blue as well. So he's got one technical attribute in a blue. Jerry Leister, the left back, 2 blues, 1 blue. I feel like, yeah, I'm not convinced by that youth intake. Is it time to start considering a new head of youth development? So Dave Curry is doing both jobs, and he doesn't want a new contract unless it's doing both jobs. He's fairly professional, which is okay. His tactical style doesn't suit anything that we're playing at the moment. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. Did I shortlist any staff members? Nathan Austin, as a head of youth development, plays Gegenpress and a 4-3-3 and is direct, which is very similar to what we're doing. His even second preferred formation is 4-3-3 as well. He's still good at working with youngsters. He's resolute, which I think is better than fairly professional. And he's good at motivating, if that helps. Now, I think he might be better. For what we want in terms of the formation, the tactical style, we don't play gegenpress, but we play a slightly more. If the sort of scale was route 1 and gegenpress, we're definitely this end of the scale. We're not playing route 1. We're playing more of a gegenpress sort of pressuring style, but then we fall back into shape. Playing style, if it was passing or direct, the board want us to play direct, so we're playing a bit more direct football, and we're using a 4-3-3 DM wide or a 4-2-3-1, which is more similar to a 4-3-3 than what Dave Curry had as a 4-4-2. So I am sort of leaning towards this guy. Dave Curry's contract is up. It is up at the end of the season. So maybe we do go for Nathan Austin and we mix it up and see what Nathan Austin can bring through. Nathan Austin, reputation 1.5 star, because that does matter as well. Dave Curry is 1 star, so Nathan Austin is slightly better, more reputable as well. There's another question for you. Let me know down below what you think of that one. We'll have to see how that goes. But all in all, the season is progressing pretty well. We're going to carry on at this sort of pace for a little bit longer. Matt O'Keefe leading goal scorer with 19. Behind him, Danny Adams with 10. Shane Tarmy with 9. Linda Clough with 8. Thorpe with 7. Christie with 7. McFadden with 7 as well. Assist-wise, Tarmy leads it with 10. O'Keefe with 9. Christie with 5. Adams with 5 in there as well. Best performer of the season so far, Shane Tarmy. Doing very well, as I said, one of our older statesmen at the moment. I'm not sure how much more progression he's got in terms of how better he can do, but his physicals have made him absolutely incredible for us this season, which is awesome. In terms of transfer value, I know a few of you have been trying to see who is worth the most. At the moment, it's Brooklyn Christie in attacking midfield, and his rival in attacking midfield, Ben Fitton, as well, are both the highest valued players. But that is because John Johnson is transfer listed listed at 16k, so he'd probably be less than that. We've also got 35k's in here. Paul Byrne, who people have been saying, could I sell him and get a bit of money? I don't really want to do that. I want to keep him around and use him. I think the money we get wouldn't be beneficial. And Harry Jordan as well, the right back. So 2 of the players that we got through ages ago, but have then been pretty much ever present in the team, have been absolutely solid for us. And they're getting a lot of football and they're improving for it. Look at those mental stats on Paul Byrne. It's absolutely delightful to see. Right, only a quick episode today. I haven't got enough time. I've got to shoot out to golf, hence why I'm wearing a golf top. But yeah, a quick episode just to go through how we're looking, what the squad's doing, what the youth take was, and it was all a bit meh, I think. We'll be back for the end of the season. We'll come back for the final game of the season, which will be Scunthorpe at home on the 4th of May. That seems quite late to end the season. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games to go of the season. We are 14 points clear of relegation at the moment. And we're 10 points off playoffs. So we're probably going to end 16th. I'd imagine we'll probably stay where we are. At the moment, 13 wins, 11 draws, 15 losses, a goal difference of 0. So we are pretty much a bang average team in the Vanarama National. And to be honest, without signing any players, I'm quite happy about that. Yeah, I think I am. So thank you so much for watching. I know it's only quick and short, but I've got back off holiday, and because it's still the period between Christmas and New Year, if you're not watching this at the time it's released, it's between Christmas and New Year. I'm off work, so I'm basically getting as much golf as I can. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hopefully another video tomorrow. I can't promise anything. Let's see how my timings do. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.